Hey, Davey here. Before we get into the episode, I want to give a special thanks to musicmecca.org and thank you for their sponsorship for this episode, as well as a special single review on their website of my new single, Agree to Disagree. Check it out, musicmecca.org, link in the description below. Now on with the episode. Hey guys, we are back. So it's day 2. I'm still here in Iowa, and today we're going to be going across Nebraska into Wyoming to stay just west of Cheyenne, Wyoming. I can't remember the name at this point, but it's a small town just west of Cheyenne. So yeah, let's head on out. And it's a beautiful day out. Yeah, beautiful Iowan day. It's a beautiful Iowan day. So like I said before, we're headed into Wyoming today. It's about a 10.5-hour drive from here to there, so I had a lot of time to myself here. Got a we got 3/4 tank of gas in this Susie, and yeah, it's going good. I got a chance to actually take day 1's video and put it on my computer and everything, so that's all squared away, so I have extra room on my phone here for recording. And I'm recording all this off of my phone, so this is this is all being done on my phone. But it's a really nice day out. There's only a couple clouds in the sky, and it's beautiful right now. I'm still on 30 here. I'm gonna meet up with I-80 and then just take it all the way over to Cheyenne. So it's a pretty straight shot today, but this is part 2. And that's a big truck right there. Wow. Oh my God. Woo! This is part 2 of Road to Denver, or actually day 2. This is day 2. This could be part 2. I won't mind. Woo! Yeah. Whoa! Oh wow. Hey, I got my hat back here too. Oh my goodness. Alright, so I'm just traveling through Iowa here. I am on Interstate 80 going west towards Nebraska, the beautiful Cornhusker state. Me as a Midwestern man, I am a redneck. Not fully redneck, I'm part Swedish. I'm a Swedish neck, if you will. And I can respect this, the scenery here. There's a lot of windmills, a lot of turbines, a lot of corn, a lot of farms, and a big old interstate that cuts right through it. And I read about somewhere, last time I was driving through here last summer, I was reading up on a couple stories on when the interstate was made, in particular I-80 running through these farms. And, there's a lot of backlash. You hear a lot of backlash coming from the cities around this time period, in the 60s and 70s when they were building these roads, because they cut through cities and they cut through neighborhoods and stuff in the cities. But you don't really hear too much of the side of the farmers, where they were selling their land or they were forced to give up their land for the sake of the interstate. And you kind of hear about that more so now in other countries, where they're building roads and stuff like that. And even in the United States, there's still stories about the government buying up property to do pipeline work, obviously, and still road type stuff like this. But I was reading last summer about how some of the farmers out here in Nebraska and Iowa were forced to give up their farms, portions of the farms, for the sake of the road. And I think it's 20 feet on each side of the road that's actually government property. So that's why you see farms out here, and then you see like 20 feet on the side of the road of just straight up just weeds and trees and stuff. And which, I mean, it makes a good barricade, I guess. The trees on the side make a good barricade for the sound that comes from the road. But yeah, you don't really hear about that side of the interstate story. You hear more of what happened in the cities with neighborhoods being cut in half for the sake of building this road. And I think it was really needless in the cities, especially. Like, in the cities you can get around. Like if we didn't do that, if we did what say Indianapolis did. They have the interstate where it just goes around. It goes around, and there are state routes that go straight into the city. If we had that for every city, yeah, it would probably cost more, but in the long run, it'd be better for the social environment of cities in this country. So yeah, it's a little political take. I feel like I've been having some political takes on during this time, while traveling. I was just reading up on that last year, and now I'm going back through this area. Excuse me. I was reading up on that last year. Now I'm coming back through. You see the wind turbines out here. Wind energy is really big out here, and it's only going to get bigger as the 21st century progresses. But yeah, as for traffic, it's kind of busy. Right now I'm headed towards Omaha, and more specifically Council Bluffs. I think Council Bluffs is also over here this way. But yeah, I see a lot more actually. I see a ton more wind turbines than I did coming here 2 years ago. I feel like coming through here 2 years ago, I didn't see as many wind turbines. So all these must be new. I don't really remember them. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Took some video earlier of it, of a lot of the turbines out here in the fields and stuff. And I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty darn tootin' cool. But yeah, wind energy is cool. Use renewable energy as I'm driving a car. Yeah. Use, reduce, reuse, recycle. You know, you gotta reduce, reuse, recycle. But yeah, traffic's kind of moderate here. It's just a 2-lane highway, so switching lanes here. There we go. So yeah, Iowa's pretty cool. Like I said yesterday when I went into Iowa, like it's one of my favorite states. I mean, the people here, the hotel I was staying at last night was pretty cool actually. I don't know if they heard me say how good the state was, but it was a pretty cool hotel. It was in the middle of nowhere though, which made it cheaper, which I like. But they gave me the room on the end, like at the front of the hotel, and there was like extra room in my room compared to all the other rooms. There was like this desk area, and then I showed you. I'm pretty sure I took video of it. I was like, whoa! There's like an extra desk study area in the room, and there's windows. It looks like an office almost. I'm like, whoa! This is pretty cool. So it's very cheap hotels out here. Now, granted, you'll find your expensive hotels anywhere. You'll find your cheap hotels in most places. So you just gotta look. Definitely out of the city is cheaper. I've stayed in Des Moines before. That's more expensive than staying where I did last night. I think it's Toledo, Iowa. I think that's where it was. Yeah, it was cool. Tonight, the hotel was more expensive, but only by like $20. It's not bad. But it is. Oh God, I'm trying to think of the name of the town it's in. It's in a small town again, just west of Cheyenne, Wyoming. It's my first time actually staying the night in Wyoming, so this is gonna be interesting. This is new territory for me. I've been into Wyoming. I've been through Wyoming, but I've never stayed the night there. I have gotten popped almost by the police in Wyoming one time for having marijuana on me, dabs to be more specific. That was a fun time. That's a story for another day, I guess. I'm writing a song about it. Actually, it's already written. I've been playing it live for a while now, but I'm planning to tell that story when the song is out, because the song kind of tells the story a little bit. There's a verse that tells the story. It's all compacted in a verse of the song. So, but yeah, basically I'm just taking 80 all the way there. Yeah, and if I was going to Denver tonight, I'd be taking 76 going south into Denver, which 80 and 76 branch out from each other. Which is very interesting because where I come from in Ohio, there's a 76, and it's the same interstate that there is in Colorado. So it basically merges into 80, then pops back out in Colorado. So that's kind of cool. That's probably why so many people from Ohio moved to Colorado, because 76, right? There has to be some correlation there somewhere. But yeah, it's a very nice day out. It's very, very nice. No rain, not a cloud in the sky actually, which is very odd. I'm expecting rain to start falling in Nebraska, because whenever I go through Nebraska, I get hit by a freak hailstorm. Like, it's happened 3 times now. I'm 3 for 3 on these things. And usually in Iowa, it's actually pretty nice. It's very nice right now. But usually when I drive through Nebraska, man, it just, all hell breaks loose. Actually, last time, it happened last year when I was going through here again. I was driving through Nebraska, freak hailstorm hits, and there was this group of motorcyclists who were just hiding out under the overpass, and I'm just like, oh my god. I bet they didn't know. It was just it was so random. It formed within 5 minutes. And then, like, pea-sized hail just started smacking into my window. My window was cracked then, too. So I thought, oh, my front window is probably going to shatter or something. And I'm going to be stranded. Or I'll just keep driving with an open window in front of me. Yeah, that would actually be fucked up. I would not do that. That'd be very fucked up. Plus, I have all this shit back there, so if I even pull down the front windows, things start coming unhinged back there. So I'm just like, nah, I'd rather not deal with that. But I hope that doesn't happen. Yeah, cross my fingers. That doesn't happen this time. It's happened every time. Every gosh darn time I go through Nebraska. I don't know what it is about Nebraska. I've played in Nebraska before. It's just really weird. It's super duper weird. Driving to and fro last year, I was hit by a storm. And I did stay the night actually in Nebraska last year, and it was kind of cool. I played a show in Omaha. That was fun. Met a lot of cool people. And it was at the point in the pandemic where, you know, yeah, we knew about it. It was in July of last year, but nobody. I mean, I don't want to get into politics, but looking back on that, I was like, you know, no wonder we had no wonder we have as many cases that we have, because like we were very non-proactive when it came to this. Like, we were not proactive at all. Like, we handled the pandemic like it was like, do we have to handle this? Are you sure? It's not bad yet. Like that, I think that was the philosophy, because it was July of last year and Nebraska was like, nah, no masks, no nothing, whatever. And I got my vaccine, but and I respect people who don't for whatever reason. I don't care. You can do what you want. And there are some rough edges when it comes to that, and playing shows, obviously. Back in Ohio, there were some venues that, you know, you can only get in with a vaccination card and stuff like that. So, yeah, that is still a thing. And that's a thing in every state, I feel like, except for Nebraska and Wyoming. Except, you know, it's a thing in big population centers. That's what I'm trying to say, which is respected. I respect that. It's the venue. The venue can do what they want. People can do what they want. But yeah, I think I've talked about it before on the podcast. And if I haven't, then there you go. So But I don't know where I was going with that. Man, I'm just burping. Oh my god. I had pizza for breakfast, so that's probably not good. I'm behind this truck now, going up a hill. Yeah. What else? I don't know. And I probably should have brought my vaccination card with me. Though I do have a picture of it on my phone, so yeah. I should have brought my vaccination card with me. I don't know if they'll take a picture. I don't know if they'll take a picture of it. I don't know, actually. I don't know. I hope they do, because I didn't bring it with me. So it's not something that I really thought about. I didn't really think about the vaccination card. I did get my vaccine though, and I did take a picture of it. I used Big Brain. I took a picture of my my vaccine card, and hopefully it'll take it. Hopefully whatever club I'm going into will take it. I know Colorado is a little strict on it. They're pretty on it though. I think about people getting the vaccine. I don't know how bars are in Colorado right now. When I went there in the spring, I had to wear a mask the whole time, which is fine, whatever. But I'm hoping by now they kind of got it under control. When I left Ohio, they kind of didn't have it under control, so whatever. There's Council Bluffs Police, D5, 911. Why do all police cars look the same? I feel like every police car just like looks the same. Oh yeah, look at that. It's the copper. I would show you guys, but I can't. I'm driving, sorry. But I got to change lanes here. I don't know. I've never vlogged while driving. Is this safe? Is this considered safe? I don't know. I do like the setup I got going here. I didn't really touch on it too much yesterday, but I do like the setup I have here. And I've traveled before in this car, and I have my own routine of getting shit in this car. Though I feel like it's different every time. It's kind of similar each time, maybe. I got the cooler in the front here. I got my food in the front. You know, some people like a cooler in the back. I like a cooler in the front. You know, whatever your preference is. Yeah. So I'm just gonna. There we go. But yeah, it's still really nice out, and I'm really enjoying it. This is better than yesterday's rainstorms that blew through the Midwest. And I don't know what's considered the Midwest and what's considered the West. Is Nebraska Midwest or West? And if Pennsylvania's Midwest, well then what's East? Is everything east of Pennsylvania? Like I don't know. I don't know these terms. They're very odd terms people use. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know the COVID situation in Colorado right now. I do have a mask. I got my vaccine. Should be fine. Hopefully they take a picture instead of the actual thing. So I'm like, whatever. It's like a negative COVID test. I'm like, I know. I got my vaccine. I didn't get my vaccine to keep on taking COVID tests. It's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted. But anyway, I'm seeing so many wind turbines out here. There's more than I remember. I thought it was just like a little farm out here. Now they're everywhere, man. These boys are everywhere. But I've never done a vlog in my car while driving to anywhere really. The closest thing I can think of that I've tried before is doing one while walking, which my friend John and I have, we did that like 4 years ago. We tried, that was our attempt at a podcast, and it was more of a vlog, really. Like, we were just walking. It wasn't really a podcast. It's just us walking and talking about random shit. And it wasn't even like worth watching. Like, I think I still have them saved somewhere on my phone, down like at the bottom of my video section. And I'm like, I watched a tiny bit of it. I'm like, why did we do this? This isn't, what the fuck? There's no organization to this. Like, at least like with my podcasts, as derailed as they get, at least there's some sort of organization and microphones and shit. Like, there aren't any microphones here, but like, I don't need microphones. I have my phone like on the dash right now, so whatever. I got some cows over there, a lot of wind turbines. I think I'm gonna end it for now, and then I'm gonna catch back up with you guys when I enter Nebraska, or really the next time I stop. I got half a tank of gas, so let's see what happens. That's my I don't know. So, just got into Omaha, and right now I'm on the side of the turnpike here, just in Nebraska, and yeah, so it's a very nice day out, and stopped at a pretty cool gas station. So yeah, you got some semis going behind me, you got the interstate behind me, and yeah, we're about to enter the middle of nowhere, Nebraska. And we're going to be going through the middle of nowhere till we get to Lincoln, Nebraska. So, yeah, let's go. Whoa. All right, we're back. We're in the car again. And we're headed to Lincoln. We're like 20 miles out from Lincoln, Nebraska, the capital of Nebraska, I believe, if I do say so myself. And if I'm giving any geography, like if I'm saying some weird geographic things wrong, please correct me in the comments. Teach me how to say words. The exit I just left was exit 420, so perfect place, really. And now there's a fly in my car. While I was recording, I was leaving the fucking door open, and it's a real travesty. Now we have a fly in the car, and I gotta say, the car, the place I was parked at, that truck stop, smelled like piss, straight up. So yeah, it happens. It reminded me of actually when I lived in Los Angeles, because Los Angeles just smells like piss. Yeah, it just smells like piss and bad times. So don't move there. No, you can do what you want. But anyway, yeah, I'm 22 miles out from Lincoln, and I'm back on the highway here. I was gonna say turnpike. This isn't really the turnpike. And the speed limit's up to 75 now, and all throughout Nebraska, really, it's 75 for the most part. And going through the cities, of course, it's going to be lower, 65, 70, maybe 60 or 55, depending on where you're at. I know when I was going through Omaha just an hour ago or so, it was actually 65, I believe, and yeah, it's a pretty simple highway to follow. 80 is really simple. There's not really anything else between here, between Lincoln and Omaha, so it's just nothing. But after Lincoln, actually, there isn't really anything else, unless I'll probably be wrong, but I don't think there's anything else after Lincoln until, oh God, I can't name any other cities right now in Nebraska. I feel dumb. I'll find out, I guess. But yeah, as soon as we left Iowa, all the windmills, they all left. I was very, very disappointed. Nebraska, please invest in wind energy. Like, you have all this corn and shit. Come on, invest. And of course, at the gas station. I had to get some Orangeade, probably my favorite Monster juice. I'm gonna definitely get this. Hold on. The fly's still in here. It won't leave. It's gonna be here forever. I know it. I'm gonna find it dead on the windshield, just like the bee I found in here like 2 weeks ago. Anyway, yeah, this bug is just bugging. It's bugging, man. But yeah, I brought some Orangeade. Here we go. Oh, there's nothing like opening a can of Monster with your teeth. Yes, Jamboree. Yeah, I've been living off of Monster today. I haven't really eaten anything. I'm not really hungry. I don't usually get hungry in the morning. I did have a piece of pizza, pretty good piece of pizza for 7 a.m. So, but the weather so far is looking good. I don't want to jinx myself, and I think I've said it enough. I do not want another freak hailstorm to happen. I think that is something that I want. So, yeah, we just passed a weigh station. Weigh your semis if you're a trucker up here. Whatever you're carrying. I don't know if you have to, if you're carrying like a U-Haul. U-Haul. I don't know if you're like hitched with a U-Haul if you have to weigh it or not. I don't know. I think it's just like commercial trucks. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's just commercial trucks. There's gonna be someone in the comments being like, what the fuck are you saying right now? What the fuck? Yeehaw. U-Haul. But like I said before, I did a show in Omaha last year. I've stopped in Lincoln, Nebraska. It's cool, I guess. It's not really much to do. Nebraska, there's really nothing big to do here. There's stuff to do. Like, you can stay overnight in the cities and do things. It's a lot like Ohio, where, well, I guess I can't say the same for Ohio. It's a lot like Iowa. Iowa is one of my favorite states, but I'll be the first to admit it does, it's a nice place, but there's not too much to do, but you can stay the night. I would suggest staying the night in a small town like I did last night. It's a different feel, it's a different vibe. I feel like, though, people in Nebraska and people in Iowa are just two different things, just because I feel like people in Nebraska are kind of more straightforward. They're both hardworking groups of people. They're both farming, mostly agriculture type of communities. Both, mostly small towns, mostly rural towns in the states. And then you got your bigger cities in the states too. But they're different. I feel like they just, there's a different go about. I feel like people from Nebraska are just more straightforward. They're just more, I guess, I don't know. It's just more, I don't know, how do I put it? They're more straightforward. They're straight shooters. Iowa, people are nice. People will go out of their way to be nice to you. They will talk to you. Nebraska, yeah, they might talk to you, but, it'll be about how their jobs suck or some shit, Like people from Ohio, yeah, people from Ohio are nice, I guess, but if they go out of their way to talk to you, it'll be it'll probably be about how their jobs sucked or how their day has gone. Some, like, small talk will probably involve some negative shit. Whereas people from Iowa is just like, it's all good. It's all good. It's the same, geography. It's just like different ways to go about it, which I think is cool. But there's no windmills here, which I'm disappointed about. Still a lot of corn. There's still a lot of corn up here. It's heating up right now. It's 68 degrees. And it was like 40 degrees this morning. I had to wear a coat. And I was like, shit. Where I'm staying at, I looked at where I'm staying at tonight, yesterday, and it's gonna be like 35 degrees. I'm gonna be like, all right, bro, I'm gonna get my cowboy hat out and ride the prairie and shit. Like, but Wyoming is good, is interesting. Yeah, people from Wyoming, I don't know. I've never really talked to anybody from Wyoming because I've never stayed in Wyoming. So, yeah, yes, that's what I meant to say. So that should be interesting. I'm really excited. Nebraska's wide as fuck though, so it's gonna be a few hours till we actually get into Wyoming. So we still got the entirety of Nebraska. I always forget how giant Nebraska is, depending on what route you take, because Nebraska's like, it could be giant if you take like the more northern stretches, because that's it's more wide up there. It's more wide. But the interstate, I don't think goes through that. I think it just goes straight into Wyoming, without cutting through that weird northwest part of Nebraska. You know, both Iowa and Nebraska are both beautiful states. Like, they're both beautiful in their own way. I don't know what it is. A lot of people think it's super duper boring, but I really like prairies. I like prairies. I like mountains too, but prairies are cool. Like, I don't know why people give so much hate because of prairies. Like, I don't understand. What's with all the prairie hate? Come on. Like, it does get boring though after a while. Oh wait, hold on. I am sighting some windmills. I see some windmills. I see 2 windmills. So Nebraska is kind of getting on the board with the windmill game. Iowa's windmill game, though, fire as balls. And if I didn't, I did take video of all the windmills in Iowa. Their windmill game is just so strong. Just too strong. It's way too strong. They don't need to settle down, though. They could build more, actually. I would love to see more windmills. I'm a big fan of windmills. You know, I was a big fan of the Teletubbies growing up, and that they had a windmill, right? They had a windmill. They were calling all the Teletubbies. They were, time for Teletubbies, time for Teletubbies, time for Teletubbies. Oh my God! I'm just imagining somebody passing me here on the highway. And then they look into my car and they see I'm talking to myself with the camera on. You know? I wonder if that's happened yet. I wonder if I look back at the footage, I'll see somebody just peeking in like, there's an insane guy from Ohio here. Everybody, just evacuate the cities and the towns, please. But yeah, I'm really excited for Wyoming. I hope I do not die. I hope I get there safely. If I do die, this is the last thing you'll hear from me. I'm trying to think of my final words. I can't really think of any right now. I know you're sad. This is if I die, okay? If I'm still alive, this is just gonna be fun, all right? But I know you're sad right now, and I am too. Wherever I am, up or down. I don't know if am I going to hell? Am I going to hell or am I going to heaven? Whatever. I know you're sad, and I know it's a tough time without me. To make shitty jokes, and to smoke weed, and to do the drugs. And I'm passing an exit called Wahoo, Fremont. I think that's 2 places. I think Wahoo is one place and Fremont is another place. I could be wrong though. I'm not sure. But I know you're sad, and I'm in Nebraska right now, and I am too, kind of. Listen, the places you'll pass in Nebraska though. I'm not too sad I'm in Nebraska. If I broke down in Nebraska, I would be very sad. But also I don't know. I think that'd be a cool vlog. I'm always thinking, like, if I break down, I'll just start making a vlog, just me walking somewhere, wherever that may be. I don't know. If I broke down in like Los Angeles and I'm in the hood, no, I'm not gonna make a vlog. Maybe I would. I don't know. Depends on the place. Okay. If I broke down here in the middle of nowhere, the scenery's nice, so I wouldn't be I wouldn't be the most pissed, but I'd still be pissed. I'd probably be 8 out of 10 pissed. Yeah, with 10 being like full blown, I'm having a rage attack. I'm having a rage Shadow Legends attack. Shadow Legends raid. But yeah, I'm winding my way around here, and yeah, this is Nebraska. This is definitely Nebraska. Actually, I'm passing a University of Nebraska, like a satellite campus. That's cool. If you go to the University of Nebraska, you know, what do you like about it? Do you like living in Nebraska? I was thinking of moving here. I don't know. Should I move here? I was thinking of moving to here or Wyoming. But I feel like I would need to buy a gun before I move to Wyoming, because like 60% of people have guns there. And they don't have like AKs, or they don't have machine guns. They have just, you know, rifles and shit, you know. They're hunting people, especially in the northern part. Actually, I think every part of Wyoming is a good hunting place. I mean, you have Cheyenne, and that's it. Like, that's the biggest city. That's the biggest city. You have Thermopolis, which we may be visiting tomorrow, depending on if I feel like it. And I'm pretty sure it's close to where I'm staying. It's more north. It's definitely more north, but it's I think it's only 2 hours north of where I'm staying. So I might just, like, I don't know. I might leave in the morning, be like, let's go to Thermopolis, get a photo op or something. Because I mentioned this before, I am making a song about Thermopolis for the next, record. So I got the vocals down, piano parts down at home, and then I'm going to be finishing up recording it here in Denver. So by the time this comes out, I don't know if I'll be done recording with it. It's definitely going to be coming out like next year, like 2022, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, probably in the summer, next summer, probably like a year from now or something. Because yeah, I personally don't like putting singles out that are gonna be on the album. I like putting singles out that are just like not gonna be re-released on the album. I don't know why I like doing that. I just like giving, every time I release something, I just want it to be all new, you know, from now on. Because the last few projects have just been like redone versions of my songs that I didn't like how they were recorded in the beginning. Because when I started recording, I was shit at it. And I was like, all right, I'm going to take some of the stuff off iTunes and then just, redo it. Because I have way better equipment now. And I have way better access to resources that I need. And I also know what I'm doing now. So, yeah, I know what I'm doing. And, yeah, that's kind of really, that's kind of the main part here. But, yeah, that's all revolved around that. And that is Thermopolis, Wyoming. It's more north than I thought previously. Because when I was driving through Wyoming, I was going from north to south, and I didn't realize how far north Thermopolis was. And if you don't know where Thermopolis is, it's in like the center of Wyoming, and there's still nothing up there. There's nothing up there. There's nothing over here either. I mean, there's more shit here though, and I think I'm actually starting to get closer to Lincoln, where the University of Nebraska is, I believe, if I am not correctly spelling here. the traffic is definitely getting bigger, and it's been a 3-lane highway throughout here, which is really odd. Usually it's like a 2-lane highway in the most remote parts, but they were like, you know what, let's put an extra highway lane in, because there are a lot of semis that come through here. And when I was talking to the lady at the register at the last gas station I went to, she was like, where are all these people coming from? It's never this busy. And I'm like, Ohio? I don't know. And we got a good chuckle, and she was like, tell them to go back. And I'm like, okay. And then I left. But yeah, it was fun. She was great. I always like making small talk. I love instigating small talk with clerks. Because it's, I don't know. And I love the cashiers who just hate making small talk. And then I do it anyway, and they're like, stop it. And at this point, it's not even small talk. It's big talk. Because I'm making a big talk on these cashiers. And I gotta tell you, it's pretty funny when they're pissed off that you're making conversation with them because they don't want to talk to you. It's like, well, you're on the job, so you can't really leave. Like, I'm the one who can control whether or not I can leave the building. Unless, he throws me out or whatever. But it usually does not get to that point. There's been a couple times where it almost has, but yeah. But yeah, I think I just drove through Lincoln, I think, maybe. Hold on. I don't know. I honestly can't tell. I thought Lincoln was bigger. It probably was not Lincoln. It probably was just a random exit with a lot of buildings. That's what it was. So let's see here. Yeah. Nebraska is interesting. It's not interesting. But if you do stay overnight in Omaha or Lincoln, or any other city that I can't think of right now, I can't think of any other city right now. I know, is Sioux Falls, is that in Nebraska? I don't know. But if you do stay overnight, the people are chill. The people are pretty cool. When I played my show in Omaha, they were pretty cool. Like, they dug my jazziness, which I was thrilled about, because I never know what to expect in a place like Nebraska or in a place like Atlantic City. I know Nebraska is not a town, but it might as well be, whatever. I think I am coming up on Lincoln right now. And actually, I wanted to bring this up in the vlog. So okay. So the state routes, the state route symbols in each state. Why are they not the state? Like Ohio, the symbol, the badge to mark the state route is Ohio with a number in it. Why? I don't think any other state has that, where it's the state, like the outline of the state with a number in it. Because like Nebraska is just like a fucking trapezoid. Like, what is it? Why is that? Why is it a trapezoid? This is a really weird thing. When you could just make it Nebraska, the state, because literally the state of Nebraska is a square, almost. It's almost a square with a little peg on the top. It's a square with a peg on. It's a rectangle with a peg on the top. But yeah, that's my question for the day. And if you have any answer, I could probably look it up on Wikipedia and be like, yeah. But yeah, that's my question. I like how Ohio does theirs, where it's like the state outline with a number in it. I think that's cool. Oh. But yeah, I think it's cool. And yeah, I think that's cool. I like how Colorado does their state routes, where it's like the flag is on the top. It's just a square symbol. It's like a square outline, but the flag's on the top, and then they have the number on the bottom. I like that. I think that's pretty cool. They integrate the flag in their state route. but like besides that, like I like how Alaska does theirs with the stars. It's kind of like the state flag thing again. But like Illinois and Indiana, it's so fucking boring. It's just a box with the word Illinois or Indiana in it. And then Nebraska's just a trapezoid with some, I don't know what's on the bottom. It's like a picture of something. I think it's like the coat of arms for Nebraska. It's the Nebraskan coat of arms. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's so small, I can't see it. I doubt anybody else can see it. Why the fuck is it there? Just at that point, just make it a trapezoid. That's it. But also, that truck was just like riding the back of its tires on the fucking rumble strip. It's like, all right. What else? I was gonna bring up something else. There was a couple things here I was gonna bring up. This is probably the longest part video I've ever done for this trip. What else I was gonna bring something else up. Oh yeah. The fact that there aren't that many state routes in the West probably has something to do with it. I mean, there's not too many in Nebraska. Colorado, there's not really too many. There's some, but not a lot. Especially going through the mountains. There's there's more U.S. routes that go through the mountains, I feel like. So there's a couple state routes in Colorado, but there aren't too many. Utah, there aren't too many. It's mostly just U.S. routes. And Nevada is mostly desert, so there's nothing there either. So California, what's theirs? There's I'm trying to think of what California's, oh god, what's California's badge for their state route? I forget what it is, but I remember it being really cool. I don't know. Is it like a triangle or some shit? I don't know. I'll put it on screen. I don't fucking know. Or maybe I won't put it on screen. I'll look it up later. I don't know. I remember it being really cool. And it definitely had an effect on me because the working album title for my next album is California 99, which is a state route in California. But yeah, most of the state route symbols are boring. Especially in the Midwest. It's just like, it's boring. What the fuck? What are you doing? It's boring. Change it. Yeah. And then all the state routes in Wisconsin are just letters. And I'm fine with that. Whatever. It's different. Yeah. But yeah, in the West there aren't that many state routes. California has quite a few. But only because it's a giant ass state. Yeah. I forget. I think. Oh god. I'm trying to think of what it was. It was a weird shape. You know what it was? Oh god. It wasn't like a teardrop shape, or I could be thinking of Utah. I think Utah is kind of like a teepee. I think Utah's is a teepee, which is cool, I guess. You know what? I'm not hating on their state badges. I'm not. I'm just saying, why the fuck is Nebraska's a trapezoid with a little picture on the bottom? I don't know. Have you ever seen the state flags though? The state flags are pretty bumpkiss. Yeah, a lot of the state flags are bumpkiss, but there are some cool ones. I like the Ohio one. I like the Colorado one. I love the California one, and there's some cool simple ones that I like too. I don't know, I'll make a tier list at some point of just the US state flags, and we'll figure out then which ones are the best of the best, because that's how I roll. But anyway, I think I just drove through Lincoln like 20 minutes ago. We're going to Duan University. We got the exit. We got the exit number 38B, yo. And I'm enjoying my Monster here too. So, one thing I will say about Monsters, the peach tea and the orangeade ones literally have the same color. And I always get the peach ones when I mean to get the orangeade. And it grinds my gears. I'm like, you guys couldn't pick a more contrasting color than orange for peach? I guess a peach, it's a peach. It's not even peach color. It's like a light dark orange. It's like a dark light orange. It's dumb. It looks like this. It looks like the orangeade one. But I checked this time. I usually don't check, and that's all my fault. I'm usually too stoned to check, or I just don't feel like checking it, or I just want to get out of the gas station as fast as possible, which happens more often than not. So when I'm going to the gas station, I want to get out of there quick, especially if I like know somebody in there. If it's like, you know, I see somebody that I know in there, I'm like, I gotta get out of here, man. I don't like making small talk with people that I know, that I just run into at a gas station. That's one of my pet peeves. If you want to make small talk, you know, get with me. Let's schedule a time. Schedule an appointment. Contact my secretary, and we'll get it going. Don't talk with me at a gas station for 5 minutes. I'm trying to go. I'm trying to get my gas. I'm trying to get my Monster. I'm just a dick. I'm just a dick like that. All right. We're finally making our way around the semi. I'm gonna be watching this later and be like, Davey, you're a horrible driver. What the fuck? It's just gonna be interesting to edit, though. I feel like I don't know how the sound quality is. Of course, there's car noise and shit, but I hope it's a good sound quality. I mean, cars have pretty good acoustics, I feel like. The first idea for the podcast was to just do it in a car. But then I realized, well, we have these microphones, and we have these microphone stands, and we have the room to just do the podcast like a normal person. Though it would be more convenient to do it in a car. That's essentially what I'm doing now. So I ended up doing it anyway. I always end up doing something that I think is a horrible idea, and it usually turns out half decent, half baked. I don't know. I don't know how many views this will get either. I don't really care about views. I don't give a shit about likes. I think if I get one like, I'm just fine. I'm fine. I don't care. I have my videos that do well, and I have my videos that don't do well, and I have my videos that I just delete, and it's fine. Like, whatever. Also, we have a special guest here, Mr. Senior Pepper. Senior Pepper has been on many adventures with me, and he's just a great guy. He's been to Colorado with me before, and he did the entire tour last year, where we went to Colorado. We had the show in Nebraska, the show in Fort Wayne. We stayed in South Bend for how long did we stay in South Bend? 4 days. South Bend, Indiana, man. I actually drove past. I drove past there yesterday, I think. Yeah. It's fine. It's a fine place. It's fine. It's okay. It's the definition of like 4. It's 4 out of 10. It's 5 out. It's mediocre as fuck. Kind of smells weird. University of Notre Dame's there. Once you go from the city of South Bend to Notre Dame, like you step on campus, it's totally different. Like the expense of living just shot up like 5,000%, and that fly's still in here too. Yeah, South Bend, kind of sketch, smells weird. I wouldn't live there. I stayed there for 4 days. It was fun. Went to a couple bars. But yeah, we had a gig. We went to Fort Wayne, and then we went up to Traverse City, Michigan, which is like on the most northern tip of the bottom part of Michigan. The bottom peninsula, if you will. the BP of Michigan. I don't know if anybody has ever referenced it like that. But yeah, that was fun. Yeah, so Senior Pepper he's done it. He's been there. He was with my good friend Cletus Stimpy, who I've had on the podcast a few times, and Cletus was his previous owner, so he was in the mothership touring with Stimpy's Revenge and all that. So he's had his mileage, dude. Let me tell you, he's been across the country. Pretty sure he went to New York with us too, so it was cool. It was fun. Someone just waved to me, and that was the first wave I got. You know what that could have been from? Johnny Bananas right now in the back, and I took some video of him earlier. I probably put it before this clip. Johnny Bananas just sticking out. His banana self is in the window, so I'm sure people are getting a kick out of that. Seeing a banana in the back of my car. So Johnny Banana is in the back, which I'll probably have him on here at some point. So yeah, I forget, what was I gonna say? Yeah, somebody just waved to me. They have a nice car though. They're driving the Kia. They got Nebraska plates. Nebraskans can be nice. You know what? I was giving them a hard time earlier, but they're nice. Nebraskans are nice. And I'm pretty sure I passed Lincoln. I'm trying to figure out, like, where the fuck am I? I promise you, my eyes are on the road right now. This is definitely, yeah. But now I'm at 35 minutes, so I'm gonna end the video here. When I'm almost to Wyoming, I'll probably start back up again. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Hopefully I don't crash and die in the middle of nowhere, Nebraska. Fairbury and Seward, Squidwardian. Alrighty. So that's a wrap. So I just made it into Wyoming. It's incredible. I've been going through prairie all day, and I finally reached some mountainous area here. And yeah, I just did a cool little photo op at in Pine Bluffs, I think it's Pine Bluffs or Pine Bluff. It's right on the border of Nebraska and Wyoming. Oh my god, oh my gosh, I've never been up this way. So like, I don't know. I've just never been up on 80 this far. I usually get off at 76 where I go down to Denver. But, you know, I'm staying in Wyoming tonight, just west of Cheyenne, and so I take 80 up. And it's just amazing. This part of 80 is just incredible. But yeah, there's something about this area of the country that just, I don't know. It's just, it's so interesting, and it's just that sense of nothingness. As I was blinded by the light here. The sun's been in my face all day, so I'm sorry if I'm a little red, but it's worth it. I got my sunglasses on, and I think that fly is still in here from when I entered Nebraska. So this fly has gone literally like 600 miles within a day. So I'm pretty sure the fly is just having a good time too. But yeah, it's great to be back here. It's been a couple years since I've been in Wyoming. Tomorrow I'm thinking of taking a surprise trip. I don't know how it will go, but I'm going to get up early for it. It's a surprise though. That's the next part of the video. So, yeah, I'm really excited. I've never stayed in Wyoming before. I've never stayed the night in Wyoming. I've traveled literally through the entire state before. I've just never stayed the night, and I've never really had the chance to stay the night because the one time I was here, I was coming from Yellowstone, which is beautiful, one of the most beautiful national parks we have in this country. Woo! Man, I'm just so excited. My mouth is getting dry. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm just excited for Wyoming. Not many people can say that. I feel like not many people can say, I'm excited for Wyoming. I mean, I remember when I stayed in not Utah. I stayed the night in Idaho a couple years ago, and I remember going up into Idaho. I was going into Yellowstone, so I wasn't there for too long. But going from Utah, like, I don't know, I got really excited to be in Utah, and I'm feeling the same way about Wyoming this time, like, for some reason. But yeah, it's basically nothingness out here, and I love it. A lot of fields, a lot of prairie, a lot of farms, and yeah. Though there is one problem with the farms, is the irrigation. The water table out here, as in Iowa and Nebraska, it is going down. And I'm not going to be that guy who's going to be like, oh, save the planet, but save the planet. That's all I got to say. And they were experiencing a drought out here. Not sure how that is going. I'm not sure if they got rain recently. It looks like they haven't. Just trying to describe the land out here is just a bunch of nothingness. But I know Denver, I mean, this is all desert, basically. I mean, this is all this prairie is essentially a desert, but it does snow up here a little bit. And I know, up in the mountains, there are some pretty radical snowstorms. So yeah, I'm just really stoked to be here. I don't know why I'm so stoked to be in Wyoming right now. I don't know. A lot of people say it's the least interesting state, but I think it's pretty cool. And we're passing Egbert. Egbert is apparently a town here, and this is all new to me. This region up here is all new to me. Last time I took 25, going from Cheyenne back to Denver. I didn't take 80, so this is all new to me. This part of Wyoming is new to me. When I went to Yellowstone, going through Wyoming, I went north to south. So, I took a lot of U.S. and state routes just to get to civilization, just to get to 25, the interstate that runs north to south from Cheyenne to Denver. This road's really bumpy for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, I think it's cool to be here. It's very cool to be here. Oh shit. I'm gonna just fly by you. I'll fly by you. I'll fly by you. Fly by you. Okay. Why is my mouth so dry? I don't know why that guy was changing lanes. He was a semi. And, my God. Why is my mouth so dry right now? I'm trying to vlog. Oh my God. I think I've gotten a lot of good vlog footage today, though, because, that trip through Nebraska's so wide, man, and there's a lot of nothing. It just gets boring until at the very end it got interesting for a minute. It's like Wyoming, like it was interesting. Now it's not really that interesting. I feel like the farther west you go into Wyoming, obviously you have the mountains, and all that, the farther west you go, but it's like the eastern part of Colorado and Wyoming is just all prairie. Excuse me. And so it's boring. It was interesting when I came in, though. It was interesting. I was really excited because I saw a lot of cliffs and shit going in here, and then now it's just all farms. So we're back to Nebraska mode here. But that, it took me the better part of 6 hours just to get through Nebraska using the interstate, the fastest way to get through it. And especially the western part of Nebraska. There's just nothing. I mean, you'll go 10 to 15 miles without seeing an exit, you know? And same thing here, same thing in Wyoming. I mean, I haven't seen an exit in a while. I saw Egbert a few miles back. But yeah, you won't see too many exits in Wyoming, really. But especially in these kind of rural parts out of Cheyenne and out of Casper. And which I love. Like I said, I love the nothingness. I think it's great. I like the 80-mile-an-hour speed limit. I think that's great. Just don't crash or you're guaranteed to fucking die. I'm sorry if the camera's a little shaky, because this is actually a shaky road right now. It's pretty rocky. It's a rocky road. The roads are nice though, but it's like, I don't know, there's some dips. It's kind of like that. It's not like paved. It's like that concrete pave. It's paved, but it's not the like the tar pave. It's just like, you know, like that. You know what I mean. It's like that pave. But yeah, there's a whole lot of nothing, and so yeah, that's my rant about Wyoming and why I love Wyoming so much. It's the same reason why I like Iowa. I mean, you never know what to expect. There's a whole lot of nothing, but it's not like boring nothing. There's a lot of stuff here. So, a lot of trees and semi trucks, and a lot of wind. And yeah, so I'm gonna end off my Wyoming section there, and I'll see you guys at the hotel. Def entered mountain land here. So I've arrived, and as you can see from the last video of the mountains, I actually had to drive through the mountains. Apparently, not like big ranges or anything, but it said I was up 8,300 feet. So yeah, that was very interesting. I wasn't really expecting the hotel I'm staying at to be so far away from Cheyenne. I thought it was going to be like 15 minutes outside the city. No, it was about an hour west. So I went through some mountains, and yeah, that was very interesting. So let's get in this hotel. So we're here now in the hot as fuck hotel. This Motel 6. Cheap, but jank. So thank you guys for watching this day 2. Tomorrow I'm gonna have a surprise in store. If it's the way to what I'm thinking of is not too far away from here, which it shouldn't. This is pretty far northwest of Cheyenne, I think. So stay tuned. But tomorrow is another day. So thank you guys for watching. You can check out all my links in the bio, in the description bio. And yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.